Hi, buddy. Welcome to the School of AI Business Networking and Broadcasting. And with me is my friend and guest, Breck Rice of WellWave Now. Breck, welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So we're going to go right into a tutorial. I'm going to do a screen share because I want to show people what it's like when I invite them to be interviewed by me. All right, so Breck, I'm going to give you a little tour about AI business networking, and that's the main place to start. So this is the homepage of the School of AI Business Networking, and that's where everything is. So I'm going to start there, and I'm going to give you a little tour. So this is the AI Super Campus, and if you come and visit AI Business Networking, if you click on this link right here, this will take you to the AI Super Campus. Now, I'm going to show you with this app right here how you can instantly create a digital presentation. It can be audio, video, and slides using AI so that you can create courses like on the Great Discovery. And I'm creating a course for the Great Discovery about this Gamma.ai for anybody that is a course creator, an entrepreneur, a small business owner, a professional. So all you do is click right here, and this will show you the full PDF about, and this is interesting because America is in such a challenged position right now, so many things going on, that what I really want to do is help all of the stakeholders in America on either side. And so it doesn't matter what side of the political equation you're on. And so the Super Campus is here, and I'm creating this based on Thomas Paine's classic Common Sense that was published in 1776. And so this is all about common sense media communication for the digital age. And I'm going to concentrate on the American Dream Illustrated magazine for global presentations. So we have the Great Discovery for course creators right here. You can click on here and see the link. You can go to this app, Gamma.ai right here. But first, I want to show you the kind of presentation. Now, in here, I can have links to anything, affiliate programs, other courses, my Biz Illustrated magazine, AI Business Networking, the Great Discovery. And one of the keys that this is going to be brilliant for called directory response marketing. This is an opportunity to take you to a directory, and there's directories all over the place. They'll have people's name, and especially in affluent cities, their email address, their phone number, and you can take a presentation like this. And in my experience, when I drop this presentation in their message chat, it'll show up as three-dimensional. It's pretty amazing. And so you can look at it. It shows the whole thing. And so if you're on a directory and hey, I just wanted to reach out and follow up from our networking event or a meeting I'd like to have with you, I look at what we're having right now as a greeting meeting. So I am showing you, I'm doing a little show and tell here on things, but look at this presentation. Now, I created this presentation in 5 minutes, okay? Hard to believe, but true. And so that's why I'm going to show you the Gamma app, because you are a course creator for the Great Discovery. And this is going to do you an awful lot of good. So here's the app. It's called the app for directory response media marketing. You can go on and you can read through this PDF. Now, I'm using it to create online magazines. I'm going to create Biz Illustrated magazine because it's illustrated. Now, I worked with Sports Illustrated magazine writers for a long time when I was with NBC Sports. And now we have the AI Prosperity Super Campus because it's all about learning the good and the bad of AI. Because, folks, I don't care who you are, AI doesn't care. If you don't believe in AI, it's coming for your job. You should care about it, even if you don't care about it, because it doesn't care about you, I promise you. And so I want to focus on harnessing the good parts of it. We have the Great Discovery Network. We have, like I say, direct response media marketing. And you can read through this PDF, which is going to be right underneath this YouTube video that Breck and I are creating right now. So I'm going to interview Breck, and we're going to talk about WellWave Now, his wellness community. And then I'm going to create illustrated presentation just like this, complete with links for Breck, all about WellWave Now. So what I'm trying to show you is if I get into an interview with you, I'll show you some things. I'll show you the link, and I will let you see more about it. And I will give you the link to Gamma so that you can create as many illustrated presentations as you would like. Now I'm going to show you my Gamma, and I'm going to give you the link to Gamma. but when you click on it, this will show you all of my gammas. Look at all of the gammas that I've produced because I can do it so easily. It's so amazing to watch Gamma create a presentation. It just unfolds right before your eyes. And I would say at the longest, even with my input, it only takes, you'll watch it and it only takes a minute to create an entire presentation like the one that you just saw. So now it will take audio and video. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to interview Breck a little bit about WellWave Now. He'll talk about that. I'm going to do two things. Then I'm going to ask him to kind of help me describe to Gamma so that I can use ChatGPT or the AI built right inside of Gamma, either one, to create the message to the presentation. So I can actually have ChatGPT create a prompt for Gamma. So ChatGPT, I want you to talk to a presentation bot. And so it will create a message, an input for Gamma. And I take that out, I post it in Gamma, and it just spills out a presentation. So I'm recording on Zoom. So after this recording, I can upload this video to YouTube. And I have a algorithm that will make the YouTube postings number 1 or number 2 on both Google and on YouTube in about 2 days, 2 to 3 days, and generally keep it there. Now, of course, YouTube is not an exact science, but it is all about podcasting now. So I'm going to interview Breck, and we're going to focus on the audio so that I will have that for a podcast that I can put the audio inside of Gamma. There's so many things I can do. Now, I understand one thing. I'm a broadcaster. I'm a lifetime broadcaster. So none of this is confusing to me. This is my life, okay? This is simple, easy for me, difficult for you. That's why I want to help you. I don't want you struggling. I want you to be able to create courses instantly and make the most out of the great discovery. So I want to help you. I can do things like this, interview you like I'm interviewing Breck, and this is a demonstration of not only Gamma, but how I can interview people quickly and let Gamma do the legwork. So Breck is going to end up with a presentation that he can actually use as a guide if he just wants to have a really short course, a free course on the Great Discovery, or he could have multiple guides to create an entire course. So it could be Breck's guide to LinkedIn or LinkedIn events. So it could be Breck's guide to WellWave Now, or a lot of other things that Breck is working on. So this is just one portion of it, but it could be an entire course or it could be just one part of it. So I wanted you to see that. And here's the presentation. Now, let me show you real quick why this is important to learn, because you can do so many things with this. What I can do is I can share this in multiple ways. So I can go here and I can download this as a PDF. I can download this as a Keynote or PowerPoint, but I can also push one button and turn it instantly into his own website, complete with a URL. When I pop that URL from a directory, let's say I go onto a business directory and I go, oh, there's somebody I want to meet. There's a doctor that maybe Breck wants to meet if I was Breck. I could take the URL of this presentation, pop it into his phone number message, and it will show up visually. Pretty amazing. And then you can call him up and say, hi, doctor, I'm Breck Rice from WellWave Now, and I'd like to invite you to our WellWave Now meeting. Here's a presentation. I know you're busy, so take a look at this whenever you're ready, whenever you're comfortable. So this is asynchronous networking in the digital age with media. So Breck and the doctor don't have to coordinate a time, don't have to coordinate a meeting, don't have to get together where one of them's late or all of a sudden there's a family emergency and they can't connect. And it takes up a lot of time unnecessarily. Well, now we're eliminating that. We're really revolutionizing the whole thing of business networking to make it much more organized with the help of AI and AI media marketing communication. So any questions so far, Breck?
Is there a monthly cost to the service?
Great question. There is a free version, and it's really great. So you can create gammas with the free version. You can do more with the paid version, which is only $15 a month. And so it's so powerful, and it does so many things that $15 a month, it's worth $1,500 a month with all of the things that you can do. This is, to me, the most amazing breakthrough with AI for business networking and media marketing that I've seen. And I've been looking at a lot of solutions. If you happen to be with a course platform like the Great Discovery, well, you can create a course a day for the Great Discovery and really use it to reach out, create your own course, communicate, create multiple courses. So does that answer that question?
Yeah, and so there's a free version with limited capabilities, and then the pro version or paid version is only 15 a month.
Right.
Will this replace a a software like a lot of people use Canva, or can you take these presentations and import them into Canva?
You can do that. What is so beautiful about this, and what is so smart about this, is so flexible. They're not trying to grab hold of you and get their meat hooks in you. So you can download this as a PowerPoint or a keynote, and then you can input Gamma. You can input stuff right here before you download it. So you can input stuff any other app, and you can audio, video, graphics. You can change it. See, I can edit it right here. So it's still live. So I can edit this right now before I share it, download it, export it, or do anything else with it, and have my own URL. So yeah, it really is such a great tool that I'm holding courses about it, because as much as it does, there's a lot of really cool things you can do with it. It's pretty much unlimited of what you can do. So I can see creating entire new industries out of it, like online illustrated magazine publishing, multimedia publishing, and of course, YouTube and podcasts are so hot that I'm going to be using it for YouTube videos. And what I can do is I can create a YouTube video just like this. I can sit here and read it and say, hey, everybody, welcome to the AI Super Campus. I'm Mike Hayes. I literally can read the script as my teleprompter, as I'm creating the video. So I don't have to worry about getting lost while I'm creating videos. Here's some of my links, folks. Go to the links. Now, this is our Biz Illustrated magazine. Let's say I'm reading this for my YouTube channel. So this is how prolific. I can have my own photo on here.
Now, is Gamma helping also with the SEOs that you talked about, Mike, or is that a separate tool that you're using for search engine optimization?
It is a separate tool. And what I do is I use ChatGPT, because I also own ChatGPT networking, folks, just so you know. But I use ChatGPT for the search engine optimization terms. But then I have another algorithm that puts it, that's what makes it number one on YouTube and Google. But it will take in all of the search terms that I get from ChatGPT. So I go to the third party, and it's got a place for terms. I drop them in, and I tell ChatGPT, look, this is for entrepreneurs, business people, professionals, networkers, speakers, authors. Give me lots and lots and lots of keywords and phrases, and put them in a paragraph cloud, not a list. Give them to me in a cloud with comma separated, and it'll just give me a ton of keywords, the best keywords for people searching for how to grow their businesses, in multiple different ways. Then I take all of those and I drop those into the optimization algorithm machine, and that's really what makes the whole ballgame. But that's part of the stuff that I do, so I don't want to worry people. I always focus on the simplification and ethical business practices, but I like to give people do-it-yourself options, but I also provide done for you, because I don't want them to be stuck when it's so easy. And frankly, if you want to spend $10,000 on a coach for something, that's your business. But if you want to spend, $10, as little as $10 a month for 4 live coaching sessions with me about business networking, about AI business networking, that's my business. So that's what AI allows us to do, is to get our the costs required. I don't have to have this whole big company and 10 employees that you're paying for because I don't know how to use AI to get my costs down and to work very cost effectively. That's the beauty of it for me. And that's part of what I love about being a broadcaster. I've been working on, I used to have a staff of 8. I actually had a staff of 28 at one time, but I like being on the front line. So I boiled it all down to the minimum at that time of 8 people. Well, I had to charge a lot more money at that time because I had a staff of 8. So I thought, okay, how can I help people and have the same profit potential as I did with 8 employees using AI and technology and not limit them in any way and still be able to have as much profit potential, but do it with one? How can I get it down into the simplicity of a one-man agency with technologies so I can charge them a fraction, not only what I used to charge, but what people are charging right now in the market. So that's why it's so important to be a course creator, if you're a coach, on the Great Discovery, so that you can have a lot of people that are affiliates for you and for your courses to help you grow your business without paying somebody who has to have a ton of employees that you have to pay for.
Right.
So I'm just saying. Okay.
Now, Mike, can you also import information? So let's say you have a PDF of information that you want to add into Gamma. Does it accept that format as well?
It does.
Okay. I'm just thinking of a nutrition guide. I've got all of these very beneficial, natural supplements that would replace a lot of medications that people are on if they would just give it a shot, because there's so many horrible negative side effects that you would think, why not try something natural first before immediately going to a synthetic or a chemical, which is what most pharmaceuticals are made of.
Okay, you bring up a great point. And that is the word directory. Okay, so I created the AI Super Campus as a directory, okay, of courses, so that there's, let me just show you, and I think directories, LinkedIn is a directory, okay? There's lots and lots and lots of directories. So that's really what the AI Super Campus is all about. So this is really a directory of courses. If you go to the AI Super Campus, now I could just have links, or each one of these is a generated by Gamma PDF. So each one of these is a PDF. Every single one of these. Now I can have a link to an audio interview with Breck on this link. I can go to another PDF on a different topic. So you could not only list a Breck, but you could talk about the side effects. You can create your own directory. So I think directories are really kind of the coming thing, So look what you can do. And this is these are all Gamma created PDFs and illustrations, etc. So this is the Business Super Campus. And then I have links to my free courses on the Great Discovery. So you can sign up for a free course in the Great Discovery, and then you can work with me to create more courses for the Great Discovery, and I'll help you do that and show you how to create your own directory of whatever it is that you want to offer. And there's so many different things. So that's why I give AI Chalk Talks and AI Audibles and Chalk Talks. Now look, you can create a directory as simple as A, B, C, D, and just list them alphabetically. Put the course, where is it? Okay, put it under H, put it under L. It's so simple to do. So you can create your own directory, and you can use Gamma to do it. And then you can create, your YouTube videos and everything else that you want to put out there. So absolutely right. But I do think, and that's why I'm such a promoter. I love coining the term. I was in direct response marketing. Now I'm in directory response marketing, right? It's so cool. So anyway, that's the kind of thing we can do. Any other questions right now before we start doing the interview, or?
No, I'm sure more will come up, but very interested in what you've shown me so far.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit. I will stop share. And this is the first time that I've done this particular format Zoom meeting. So I'm kind of working it out, but I want to have this to send it to people who haven't done a Zoom meeting like this, or don't have Gamma or the Great Discovery, or don't understand directory response media marketing. So we'll see how it goes, but let's now get into the interview audio portion. This is for podcast listening, so that people can practice healthy living and business by taking this for a walk as an audio. And then I will post this on YouTube. I will optimize this on YouTube. I will post it in the AI Super Campus. And, these are some of the ways that I am promoting what I'm doing now with Breck. So this is a kind of a demonstration. So now we're going to do two things. One, I'm going to talk to Breck for the podcast about Well Wave Now that you can take for a walk. When we're done with that, then I'm going to ask Breck to help me use the right sentences for the presentation bot. So Gamma can then take that and create this into a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation, multimedia, PDF, whatever we want, or a website instantly for Breck. So now he knows that it didn't work. We test, we observe, we adjust, expand. People didn't really respond to it the way we'd hope. So now, did we spend $10,000? No. I created it for free because I have a paid account on Gamma. And we have it. And if Breck needs to change it, I can change it in a heartbeat. Gee, I wish we'd have done this. I can rearrange the cards from top to bottom, move it around, grab their attention immediately. There's an old saying about writers, they tend to bury the lead. So they sometimes don't think about what is the real point until way down. Well, if that happens, you can go, whoop, take the elevator up and make it the lead. So life is getting very exciting, but it's also scary. So one of the things that I'm doing, I can also create groups right on the AI Super Campus. I'm creating one for the Max community because there are people in the Max community that are really excited about AI. And frankly, there are people in the Max community that think that they can just not care about it. Oh, I don't care about that, blah, blah, blah. You really can't not care about it. You really can't. And I don't say that in a self-serving way, but I created a presentation to say, what will happen? What could happen to people that think they can just not care about AI, just ignore it, and I don't care about it, blah, blah, blah. What are the things that can happen? And it listed things like your bank account, your family, your education, the apps in your home, all the things that you are vulnerable to if you think you can be blasé about AI. That's why at the AI Super Campus, we teach media literacy. So that you can understand what you're facing. Like I say to people, AI doesn't care. It doesn't care about me. It doesn't care about Breck. It's not even alive. It's not even a machine. So, it's going to be used in the hands of bad actors. And if you don't care about AI, it's coming for you. You're vulnerable. So anyway, this is just a caution. I try to be like Paul Revere. Hey, AI is coming. I'm on my horse too. Hey. So anyway, let's get going. Okay. Hi, buddy, and welcome to the School of AI Business Networking and Broadcasting. And with me now is my longtime friend, Breck Rice of Well Wave Now, but he's multi-talented and he has multiple interests. So Breck, welcome. And tell us a little bit about why you're here and about Well Wave Now, if you would.
Yeah, appreciate that, Mike. And it has been a long time of a great relationship and working on some different projects together. If I can back up and give a little history of why we got to where we're at with Well Wave Now. I've been working with community pharmacies all over the United States for over 20 years. And one of the most beneficial advancements in healthcare has been pharmacogenomics, in my humble opinion. Why pharmacogenomics, or also known as PGX? Because it is how to help patients understand what they can properly metabolize. So when drug manufacturers make a blockbuster medication that's going to solve the world's problem of something, they intend it for every patient. And even the very best intentions, those medications only have a 30 to 50% efficacy, meaning literally up to 70% of the patients prescribed the medication are not getting the intended benefit. Unfortunately, they are getting the negative side effect. And so to promote pharmacogenomics and patients getting PGX, I launched a little social media campaign to tell about some of the scary drug side effects that patients should be aware of from very commonly prescribed medications. And it took a little while to kind of build up enough little video, shorts they're called, to get those out, to start getting the word out. But my post on tramadol went viral and has almost 3 million views. And from there, that patient following grew very quickly and is now up to about 120,000 patients that follow that content and growing. Well, many of those patients had questions that I couldn't answer. I'm not a doctor, and so I wanted to create some kind of a platform where I could direct these patients into to be able to get their questions answered. And so I started funneling them into a Facebook group called Healthcare Disruptors. So healthcare_disruptors is where you can find that on Facebook. And then from there, I invited additional practitioners, doctors, PharmDs, holistic medicine, functional medicine, nurses, nurse practitioners to come in to be able to respond to some of those questions that patients had. That then grew into needing to talk about and have a discussion on some of those major topics that were being asked about. And that's when we launched the WellWave Now. And WellWave Now is an interactive podcast that happens every Tuesday afternoon. So every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, that's 4 p.m. Eastern, we do a live interactive podcast where first half hour is just a discussion between myself and the co-hosts. And then we are also inviting other specialists to come and join us. There's a specialist that's been practicing functional medicine before it was called functional medicine. His expertise is really helping people with autoimmune diseases. So I've referred, many patients up to him in Appleton, Wisconsin, Dr. Dr. Michael Johnson. So he's going to come on, be a guest host speaker as well. But our regular hosts are great too as well. And so basically the whole WellWave Now is a group of health and wellness professionals that come together to improve patient outcomes. That's one of the things that we miss quite often here in the United States. We spend more money on healthcare than any other country, over $5 trillion a year. But yet we're the most obese society. We have more diabetes. We have more heart disease, but yet we're spending more. And it's because the focus isn't on outcomes. And so that's what we want to do here with the WellWave Now group, is really focus on the outcomes and what's in the best interest of that individual patient, not the best interest of the PBM, their pharmacy benefit manager, who says what medication they can and can't have, or even what health system that they may be, the payer that's backing that healthcare. We want to help patients with the very best outcomes. So one of my co-hosts is a neuro researcher, integrative medicine director. He spent almost 20 years at the Henry Ford Health System. Wonderful guy. He's helped thousands of patients get out of chronic pain without surgery. That's key, without surgery. And he also does it without medication as well. One of the other co-hosts that's a regular on has 17 years he's a wellness plan manager. So just like financial people have financial managers, this individual helps with your wellness plan management. He's also a technology expert and has a class 2 medical device that increases circulation, decreases inflammation. Over 2,000 professional and Olympic athletes use that specific device just for their recovery. So an amazing device that we're actually bringing into our pharmacy program as well. And then myself, like I said, with over 20 years of experience in healthcare. And I've got quite a big network of pharmacies that I partner with, over 20,000 nationwide. And we are bringing wellness centers into those pharmacies. So the BHAG, the big, hairy, audacious goal here, Mike, is to provide wellness solutions, not sick care, but well care, to 98% of the country in 10 miles or less. And the only way we can do that is by incorporating our community health hubs, which are our independently owned community pharmacies nationwide.
Well, I have enjoyed promoting WellWave Now through AI business networking. So who should come? Who would you like to invite to attend? You're listening to this. Hopefully you're listening to this while you're walking, as I've done an interview with one of Breck's co-hosts, Dr. Bob Levine talking about health while walking. So that's what I'm really promoting. And I hope you're out walking with this, and I hope you'll join Well Wave now. So if people are listening to this podcast right now, Breck, who would you like to invite and why?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And we actually did an entire series just on the proper way of walking with Dr. Bob Levine. So we did an entire podcast about that, the proper methods of pumping your calves to make sure you're getting good blood circulation, the movement of the hips and movement of your arms and shoulders, everything that goes into walking. Dr. Bob has a famous thing that he says all the time about how many motions we do. It's literally thousands, even more than that.
I think it's 30,000, as I recall. I think that's the number.
So many just repetitive motions we do, and most of us are doing those incorrectly. And so, whenever you see him on camera, he's very sitting up straight and has really great posture, and that's a part of what his training is and helping people get out of pain. But yeah, so the topic this coming week is actually on blood pressure, so hypertension, and so anyone that may struggle with that or have a family member that is on some kind of a blood pressure medication, this would be a great event for them. But anyone that cares about wellness and living a more healthy lifestyle, without immediately going to a pharmaceutical for an answer, because there may be some other more natural processes that you could take, including your movement and how you move, and even your your diet, what you eat, can all start there without immediately going to a medication. One of the things that we're using AI for within the wellness centers is we can actually take lab work from a patient, and looking at 118 blood markers, we can predict. The AI will actually predict diseases before it becomes a disease, Mike. So we can literally make corrections before that patient has a disease down the road. And so it's really taking personalized medicine and nutrition to a whole new level. So anyone that cares about that is obviously welcome from a patient standpoint. We welcome practitioners. We love it when there's functional medicine folks that tune in, or MDs, ODs, anyone in the medical field, because they're going to have some great comments and add a lot of value to the discussion. As I mentioned before, it's an interactive podcast, so we invite those who are joining us to ask questions and to respond to some of the topic items that we're discussing.
Okay, let me make a point about modern day communication in the era of AI. Now, if you go to WellWave now, you get a lot of benefit. It does require you going to a Zoom meeting. So, one of the hardest things for families, sometimes one member of the family might have some malady that they're really not dealing with. And think about this podcast as a way to share the information that Breck has just shared with that family member who's maybe too busy to go to a Zoom meeting, okay? So if you take this for a walk with you, or forward this video to your friend or family member, loved one, whoever, to share it and just listen to this. That's all I'm asking. Just listen to it while you're going for a walk. Look, consider it, okay? Because that's the hardest thing to do, is get anybody to listen to anything today. So that's one of the things we're going to do. We're going to put a couple of things. We'll put links right underneath this video on YouTube, so you can link to WellWave Now. You can link to this podcast, but you're going to be able to link to the presentation that I'm going to create for Breck from this interview. Because right now we're talking to human beings. We're going to wrap this up, and then we're going to talk to an AI bot so that I can create a presentation for Breck about this, and I'm going to post that right underneath this video, because seeing is believing. So anyway, Breck, thanks for joining me. It was great talking with you and talking to human beings about their wellness, and inviting them to join WellWave Now. So thanks for joining us, folks, and thanks for joining me, Breck.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you having me on.
Okay, folks, that's enough of talking to human beings. Next, we're going to talk to an AI bot. Thanks for joining us on the School of AI Business Networking and Broadcasting. I'm Mike Hayes. All right, now let's talk to a bot. And
okay.
I'll try and get it started. Now I'm going to I'm going to use the transcript of this Zoom meeting because Zoom will provide me with the transcript afterwards. So it kind of starts off like this. And we can go on to Chat GPT and ask it questions like this to get the language for Gamma, or we can just go right into Gamma and have it do it. But I kind of like to double the manpower, if you know what I'm saying. So anyway, Gamma is super smart and super intuitive. Now you'll get a really good presentation if you use like just 3 sentences. Gamma, I need a presentation on this transcript or the summary of this transcript. I'll probably go into Chat GPT with the transcript and go, or Claude and .ai, and take this entire transcript and boil it down into a summary for an AI bot so that it can create a presentation for me from this that I can use as a PowerPoint, as a PDF, or even as a website, and have that done instantly, or as a course. Okay, that's the power of what we can do. It is truly amazing. Okay, so I would say, okay, something like this. I need you to take this transcript and turn this into a presentation and focus on this, that, or the other thing, whatever it is. So tell me a little bit about give me a few bullet points. Let's say 5 bullet points that you can think of for this presentation bot that you would like to emphasize. What would be number 1?
Would be the focus of health and wellness professionals coming together to improve patient outcomes.
Okay, number 1, bot. Focus on that. Number 2.
Personalized medicine and nutrition.
Number 3.
Let's see here.
Think of it as creating cards in a keynote. So what is the 3rd card?
I think to probably be my scary drug facts content, identifying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is that all we
Probably
need?
a card, and this can obviously be moved around, but probably should have a card for, a little bit of the background and expertise of the presenters.
Yep.
Yeah. So that, it's like what I love when I see someone on LinkedIn that wants to be a life coach and they're 18 years old and haven't even gone to college
Haven't
yet.
even lived.
Yeah, haven't lived yet, and they want to be a life coach. Yeah.
Right.
And maybe some of the statistics. So we could do a slide on or a card on the statistics, the spend of healthcare in this nation, but yet where we rank with 36 other developed nations. I've got some good data on that, which is sad that we should be on the top in every category, and we're not.
Well, now with AI, we probably can be or will be soon.
Yeah.
I believe.
So that would be some good information to share.
Now we can have Gamma will let us do as little as 1 card or slide, or the maximum in my paid account is 15. And now I can upgrade from that, but that's probably overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I would produce 14 cards generally because I like to leave 1 card just for links at the end so that people, have all the connections that they need. So that's really all the data I need. Don't forget, we've got the entire transcript that will benefit from to fill in, put the meat on the bone, so to speak, of the presentation. So I think Gamma is going to have plenty to do a really super job. And I want to keep it simple. Now, we've been at it less than an hour, and this is going to render the result of PowerPoint, of a content-rich PDF, and of an entire website done with a link. And I'm going to put that right underneath this YouTube video. And so, Breck, that's it. And I want to thank you for joining me. This will become part of a course about Gamma and about the Great Discovery. And I'll put the link to the Great Discovery where you can sign up just by signing up for one of my free courses on the Great Discovery. If you sign up for a free course on my Great Discovery, you're a member with me for life. so that I want to help you. I want to support you. I want to, be with you. And I want to use my background with NBC TV and radio networks in New York and in the TV infomercial industry, where I help my clients sell over $300 million worth of products and services. That's what I want to bring to the table for you, because I've been there, done that. I want to pass it on to the next person. And I want to, one final thought. I want to use AI for all of us stakeholders in the U.S. Constitution, no matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. I want to empower everybody in order to live safely and happily and really support the United States Constitution and strengthen our democracy with the power of AI and better communication to find the common ground, the common sense, and the commonwealth to bring us all together. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for being here, Breck. I appreciate it. And I look forward to talking to you all soon.
Yeah, thanks again, Mike.